Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video. Ever since the second I showed the video picking this thing up, my phone has been ringing off the hook. Everybody wanting to see this at the range. Ruger American Gen 2 Ranch, brown stock, 16-inch barrel and some change in 7.62 by 39. This video is going to be a quick one. I'm just sighting it in and getting it on so we can do some ammo testing. Now, real quick, show you end to end. These ranches do come with threaded barrels. I've got my Banish 30 V2 can on there, 30 cal can, 7.62 will fit in a 30 cal can. These come with those fluted barrels. The stock is, I mean, it's pretty cool of an upgrade from the old ones. It's splatterized and comes with a pick rail. On top, I put an Arkin LH4. I actually took this off my 243 Winchester Savage because I'm putting a different scope on that one. I said, well, we're going to put the Arkin LH4 on there. If you're not familiar with Arkin, they're good budget-friendly scopes for what you get for the money. Also, code WHOTEEWHO, we get 20% off of them. So I've got quite a few of them. The LH4 is more of their entry-level long-range scope. Somebody said, why would you put that on a 7.62 by 39? Well, to be quite honest, what I grabbed first to put on it was an LPVO, a 1-4 or a 1-6. For what it's going to be used for eventually, I mean, in the woods deer hunting or just fun plinking at the range, an LPVO will be great. But when I'm doing ammo testing of bolt actions, I really don't think it's fair to the rig to use a low power scope. With a high power scope, something like this with 24 power, I can make sure that I'm breaking the trigger at the same spot. Now, would an LPVO be fine to hit the target? Sure, but not good for precision groups. So, do this thing justice. I'll put the big honker zoomy on it. Who knows? Maybe we'll, actually I probably will do a long range video with this just for fun. Yeah, ammo I brought out to sight it in. I had this in a Gen 1. I should have never got rid of it. It did incredible groups, but you know, you need money, you sell stuff to the pawn shop, whatever. I sold my Gen 1 to Tolliver's months back. I got this 123 grain Wolf. I don't know, year, 2, 3 ago, there was the whole Russian ammo ban thing, so I went down and I bought a case of this and a case of some other stuff. So I got a good little bit of this, and it's a good one to burn up, especially for getting sighted in. I'm not gonna cry if I rip through 2 boxes of this. I brought 2 boxes out here. I got a case of it. It's steel. It's 123 grain. So real quick, I'm gonna bore sight this. Then we're gonna sight it in, do some groups and see how it acts. And then stay tuned for more. We're gonna do, like I said, long range. We're gonna do ammo testing. All the things with this Ruger American Gen 2 that I bought the other day. So let me bore sight it. Hopefully we'll be on paper and we'll do some testing quick. All right, here we go. Got the camera rolling down there at 100 yards. Y'all can make fun of me for my earmuffs, but these are the only ones I had anywhere close without having to get up and go far away. So let me load these up quick. Now I bore sighted it by looking through the barrel at 100 yards. So hopefully we'll at least be on paper. I told you it was on my 243 before. I had to adjust it, I don't know, like a foot up and 6 inches left to right probably. But see if we're on paper here. Whew, be honest, that trigger's lighter than I expected. Let me bring y'all around here a little bit better. That trigger surprised me. I had it on target, but I don't think I had it on perfect bullseye. But go ahead and send another quick. What's throwing me off, the scope is lower than I like it. So this cheek riser is making me kind of dig super low, which I know most people like it like that, but I don't like the scope to be super low like that. Let's try another one, really focus on my squeeze here. All right, now that trigger squeeze was perfect, so I'm gonna adjust the scope to that hole there. It's down, so we need to go in the up direction. Right about there. And Left to right is about 2 inches. So I'm gonna give it 5 clicks left to right and see how that does us. What did, I must have dialed it the wrong way, huh? Come back the other way 10. This might be one of those ones where it's like, does this guy even know what he's doing? Tell you what, I'm flustered today. Tell you why I'm flustered today. I had a big buck on camera. It's deer season. I'm supposed to be deer hunting. But we're filming videos, sighting this thing instead. All right, see where this hits. All right, go ahead and do a group of 3 with this without touching the scope there. We're getting close to the center. Yep, this Gen 2 looks like it's gonna do just fine too. Yeah, that looks to be a 1/2 inch group. I don't know about y'all. We'll measure it with the calipers. Now, where are we at on that group? I like the up and down, but our left to right is averaging about 1 inch left. So let me click it 3. 1, 2, 3. And that should have, that's a mil scope. 0.3 mils is kind of more or less 1 inch. So let's do a group here. Maybe this one will get us more on the bullseye, but yeah. I'm flustered because I had a big buck on camera a while back. And he showed up today in the middle of the day. I need to get in the woods. Somebody's gonna say, man, you need to be out there and take a break, man. Hey, sitting in a tree doesn't make me any money and doesn't help me pay the bills. My plan is always to be way ahead come deer season, but that never happens. Y'all know how it is. Hunt when you can. Here's the top right target. Edit them all fast. That last one, I jerked the trigger so hard. That last one doesn't count. See, I am flustered. That last one doesn't count at all. But after this, I'm gonna let this cool out for a little bit, and we'll come back and do 1 or 2 more groups. That was a good squeeze. That's a 1 inch group. So I'm gonna go find something to do for 10 minutes or something. I'll be right back once this barrel's cooled, and we'll do 2 or 3 more groups. Be right back. All right, so to be quite honest, I don't think letting the barrel cool will make much of a difference, but just to combat all the naysayers and everybody who would want me to let the barrel cool, we'll let the barrel cool and give this thing an absolute benefit of the doubt. But here's 3 more. Let me look at the target down there. I really don't think barrel heat affects this one much, is what I was trying to say there. But where are we at here? It's like our top left target's fairly clean. Off camera, I just did 2 clicks to the right, so let's see where we're at. Because that group opened up just a smidge. Not bad, but still bigger than I want it. Can is on tight, so let's do 1 more group. And all that being said, we got 3 groups so far. Looking pretty good. I think 2 out of the 3 are under a 1 inch group. I'm gonna measure these here in a second and we'll see how she did. Again, this is just with that steel case wolf stuff. My Gen 1 liked it. I hope this one would like it. Where are we at? Bottom left target. Do my best here. Seems like we're opening up a bit from where we were at the beginning. Man, that first group was just good. Not terrible, but not as good as that first group. So, we go grab those. We'll measure them with the calipers. I think I'm gonna leave my scope right there for now. Be right back with the measurements. All right, so really rounding out this video quick. Let me show you the measurements quick. So the very first one I got, where I did an actual group of 3, which was after I did some of these, you know, just getting it on paper. 0.49, under half-inch group at 100 yards. That's crazy good with anything. Then I don't remember the order we did them. This one was a 1.12. This one was inside an inch, 0.94. This one was the worst at a 1.26. Now, there's lots of factors in there. The ammo, me on the trigger. Obviously, I jerked one way over here. Now, if you'd asked, I knew I jerked the trigger. If you'd asked me, I'd probably said an inch off or something. Look how far that off that was, just from me jerking the trigger. Look, over 2 inches off. That could be you deer hunting. And at 100 yards, man, that could be the difference of going home with a deer in your truck or not. So, man, trigger focus. Got to focus on the trigger. And you take all 4 of those, add them together, divide by 4. The average is a 0.95. That 0.49 really helped out that average. So, and that's kind of an outlier. The average is probably more like a 1.1, 1.2. But that's what happened. So, the average is 0.95. And again, that's the very first ammo that we tried in this thing. What I have the most of is that 123 grain steel case Wolf. But hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate you watching so much. Make sure you're subscribed. I got new videos coming out every day, y'all. And there's a bunch of stuff that's coming up that I'm super excited about. But super happy to get a Ruger American 7.62x39 back. Like I said, I had the Gen 1. It grouped awesome. And I shouldn't have got rid of it, but I did. It is what it is. But hey, appreciate you watching. There's a Gen 2 Ranch Ruger American 7.62x39. Picked it up from Tolliver's. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you on the next one. Woohoo!
Load it up and get it on as soon as you can. 30-06, 10 mil, 50 cap. It don't make a difference, man. We like to shoot and make a little boom boom. If you like